Welcome to Average Fitness number 4, Basics. Now, I talked a little bit before in the last video about keeping a workout journal. This is extremely important, but it's worthless if you don't have a regular game plan. Now, you hear a lot on TV right now about this principle of muscle confusion in order to help the process of hypertrophy. But let's get something straight. That muscle confusion is only based on the idea that your muscles have gotten used to some sort of exercise to begin with. Mixing up the exercise every single workout is not a way to start your program. You want to develop good discipline with one particular plan, and then after about 3 months, maybe shake it up. Some people say a month, I say 3 months, especially when you're getting started. You want to get your body, give your body a good base to work from. So that's why, and you'll read this in Arnold Schwarzenegger's book and various other books, something referring to what is called a split. Now, a split, in terms of lifting, refers to the idea that you divide your body into segments, and those segments you work on different days of the week. So let's say that you work out 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Okay? Then you want to divide your body by 3, and then take those areas of your body and align them in those 3 days of the week so they don't conflict with one another. The principle being that you want to lift an area, let it rest, because rest is just as important as the exercise itself. And then by the time that it's ready to lift again, it'll be rested and ready to lift, while other areas of your body are kind of sore from working out the day before. Now, a lot of people say that working out about 3 days a week is really all you need, and maybe that's true. If you're really looking to restructure your body, I would say lift more, and also lifting more often lends itself to less time in the gym and a better overall experience. Nevertheless, let's say it is a 3-day-a-week program. Well, you might do chest back on Monday, you might do arms on Wednesday, and you might do legs on Friday. You see what I'm saying? So that in your journal, when you write this down, you write a program for Monday. On Monday, I'm going to do chest and back. Well, I'm going to do a flat bench press, I'm going to do cable crossovers, and I'm going to do dips for my chest. And then I'm going to take 3 exercises for my back. I mean, these are just arbitrary decisions here, but I'm just giving you an example. So for your back, you might want to try to do assisted chin-ups. You might want to try to do a lat pull down, and you might want to try to do back extensions. Now, all of these exercises are enumerated in various places. You can Google any of these names for the exercises. Some people give them different names, but these are the names that I'm familiar with. So if you're curious as to what they are, just rewind the video and then write it down. There's always various different exercises that are listed in here, and this is why I keep this around. This is not just me sitting on the toilet reading material. This is reference material. So if I just never need a question about an exercise, I go here. If I just need to mix it up a little bit. Now, the principle of muscle confusion. Don't concern yourself with it yet. Concern yourself with muscle confusion after about 2 to 3 months of working the same routine. Now, within that same routine, you will improve. You will find strength differences. You will be sore. But you never want to work out to the point where you're hurting. There's a difference between being sore and being hurt. when you're lifting, what you're looking for is a sort of feeling of tightness, a tightness in the muscle, a sort of taut feeling. If you're lifting and you feel pain, then you got to stop. Then you got to rest. Rest, rest, rest. But when you're lifting and you can feel the muscles getting taut, what that is blood infusing itself into the muscle and causing the muscle to be tighter feeling. It's called a pump. It's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It just means your muscles are working. And it hangs around for about 20 minutes after you exercise, and then it kind of goes away. The more you work out, the more your muscles will start to realign and start to tone. Now, tone is a realignment of the surface muscle tissue. That's what being muscular is. That's people always will say that they don't want to get huge, they just want to get tone. Well, it's part and parcel with one another. Getting tone is the surface fibers of your muscle realigning in such a way that they are consistently taut, while the rest of your muscle tissue is at rest. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's bring it back home. Get yourself a plan. I like to do about 6 exercises per workout, and I like to subdivide my body in such a way that they don't conflict. The things that you do not conflict with other muscle groupings. For instance, I wouldn't do a tricep exercise and do a chest exercise in the same workout. The reason is that my triceps are used in my chest exercise. So that would just be overtraining the triceps, right? So if I've got to push something away from me in order to work my chest, I also wind up needing to push something away using my triceps. Well, my triceps wind up getting overworked, and I can overtrain them, and that's a problem because once you overtrain something, you've got to rest, you've got to take time off. Well, that time off is time you're not training. So what I would do is do perhaps a chest workout and then a back workout. So in that way, I'm working my chest and I'm working my back, and the ancillary muscles being worked for the back exercise would be the bicep, okay, because it's pulling. So that way when I do my arm workouts, which I keep relatively light since my arms are involved in almost every single upper body exercise anyway, I won't be overtraining my triceps or my biceps or my forearms or anything of that nature. But I suppose the first thing you're going to want to ask yourself is, how many days a week do I want to train? Then I take those days of the week and I divide my body into the various groups of muscles between those days of the week. Then I make sure that I ask myself, am I working the same muscles on the same day of the week? Is there a redundancy in my training program that will cause my muscles to be overtrained? For instance, chest and triceps. I tend to not want to do that unless you're willing to reap the problems therein. So that is what a split is. I suggest that you get yourself a good split. Write down a program. Stick to it. Stick to your program. Stick to it for several months. Create a good base. Improve where you can. Write everything down. And if you have any questions for me, just I don't know, shoot me an email or write it down on the little list down there. And more to come. And thank you very much for watching.